beautiful friends all over the world. I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to Lumiere, and a big warm welcome to you if you are new here. My name is Claire Summer. I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today, and today's reading is all about what your person is thinking and feeling. I'm going to be taking a look at the energies surrounding your connection, what's going on with your person, the person that you are thinking of today. So we're going to be looking at those energies. I cannot wait to jump in and do this reading for you. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to SQUARESPACE and thank them for sponsoring today's video, and also for making it possible for people to have super stylish websites without the designer price tag. If you guys aren't familiar with Squarespace, it's the all-in-one platform for you to run your business or showcase your work. The thing I love about Squarespace is that you can do anything on the platform. You can have a gallery of your creative work, you can have a blog, you can have an e-commerce store, or you can take appointment bookings for your customers. They have a great range of gorgeous templates that are really easy to customize, so you can create a bespoke website which resonates with your brand or your personal style. Best of all, it's so simple to use, so you don't need to be designery or have any tech experience at all. You will be up and running with a sleek and professional website in no time, so you can get on with what you love doing the most. If you have an idea for a side hustle or want to share your talents to attract your tribe, now really is the time to jump in, and I highly recommend Squarespace as the platform to launch your idea. So head to squarespace.com/Lumiere and use my code, which will be on the screen, to get 10% off your first website or domain. Alright, thanks again Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Let's jump into your reading. I have got 3 groups for you today. I will insert a picture of the cards both with and without crystals so that you can choose in the way that suits you best. Alright, so group 1 is the Jade Palm Stone, group 2 is the Aura Quartz Point, and group 3 is the Turquoise Crystal. So listen to your quiet inner voice. I ask that you choose from your intuition today, not by sight. Listen to that quiet inner voice that we all have to guide us through life. If you need more time to make your selection, to create a bit of space, a bit of quiet time for yourself, you're welcome to do that. Pause the video, take all the time that you need. When you are ready, the timestamps are below, they are in the description box. So make your selection and then head to the timestamp, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 1, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful Jade Palm Stone with the amazing patination in it. It always reminds me of the ocean or the sea, so it feels very mystical. Okay, let's take a look at your cards, look at the energy surrounding your connection with this person who you are asking about today. I will begin with your tarot as always and clarify with your oracle cards later in the reading. Powerful opening to your reading with the Devil. We've got Knight of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, Queen of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and then you get 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hierophant to close your reading. Okay, so I see Taurus energy represented here, and Capricorn's energy very strongly. You may be dealing with a water sign as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, please don't worry about it too much. It's just a general reading. We always take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? I feel like your person has not been treating you very well, okay? Like, I feel like maybe they've stepped out of their integrity in some way, and it's just like they're not treating you fairly. And I think you already know this, you know that this is already kind of resonating with you with this Devil and the Knight of Wands. I sense that maybe they're sort of blowing hot and cold, or they're sort of in and out of your life. Maybe they've been playing some games. I don't think it's that your person is a bad person. I just think this is their sort of MO. This is how they do connections, how they do relationships at this time. But I'm just feeling like they're just not treating you fairly. I feel like this connection is very, very passionate. I think like you know that maybe they're not very good for you, or that this isn't what you want a relationship to be like, or that you want love to be like, you know, when you think of kind of manifesting a beautiful reciprocal love, what you're experiencing with this person, you know, this isn't it. It kind of doesn't match up. I feel like they've really disappointed you at best, and at worst maybe they have kind of cheated on you. I'm hearing from Spirit that they've kind of pushed you to your limit a little bit, you know, maybe they've pushed you to breaking point, they've kind of pushed you away maybe with their behavior. So I feel strongly that there is some kind of low just kind of low grade behavior going on with this person. Okay, so maybe they're just, you know, maybe they're being a total badass, or maybe they've just been messing you around and you just like don't know where it is that you stand anymore. But your person, there is, from their higher self, they recognize that they are not treating you fairly with this 8 of Pentacles energy. They recognize that they need to work on themselves. They have this realization that, like, you know, what I'm hearing is like, I can't go on like this. So, can you hear that? I'm sorry, that's my rabbits. They're playing away in the background. This happens every time. They're quite active in the mornings. So, there is this deep realization within them that they don't want to be this person anymore. They don't want to be this total badass. It's just like, this is kind of how, this is their pattern. This is kind of what they do. So it's nothing to do with you. If you're just thinking, oh, I need to work harder, or if only I was, you know, more like this, or maybe I did this, you know, trying to twist yourself into a pretzel, trying to figure out what it is that they want, or kind of what it is to do to make this work. This isn't anything to do with you. This is them, and this is their pattern. But what is happening as a result of your connection is that they've recognized that, it's just kind of not working anymore. You know, what they used to do in the past to kind of be with people, now that they've met you and you are showing up in the way that you show up, you know, like authentically and with your heart open and ready to give and receive love and exchange from the heart space, right? They're just like, oh, what it is that I normally do, the way that I normally treat people, kind of being on the surface level, or just kind of, you know, just looking after myself and my own needs and not really considering. I feel like there's been a definite lack of consideration for you, for your feelings, for your needs in this connection, right? And this is what they normally do, and they've just kind of recognized this isn't good enough, and I need to change, and I need to work on myself. With this 8 of Pentacles, they're just like, they realize in their heart of hearts this is all on them, and that they need to work on themselves, that something needs to be different, that something needs to change. And they're kind of in this process of figuring out what it is. Because look, with this 9 of Swords, you've got 9 of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and then the 4 of Cups like this. So, you know, this is creating a lot of anxiety for them. It is creating a lot of like, you know, a bit of a nightmare, in a struggle for them with this 9 of Swords energy. You know, what it is that they've done in the past and how it is that they're behaving isn't working for them anymore. It kind of, it isn't hitting the spot. It isn't fulfilling them. It isn't sort of working. And they're just like, oh, I need to do something differently. So it's causing them inner turmoil. It's causing them anxiety. And there is, you know, this kind of, this guy's got his head in his hands, and he is, you know, your person does recognize that they're messing this up, that they're pushing you away. And yet they're sort of, what I'm hearing is they're kind of powerless to stop it, because it's a pattern, and the pattern is subconscious, right? So if you're just like, why are you making this so difficult? Why are you behaving this way? It's because they don't know any different. They're just wired up a certain way. This is how they've done things. But there's this breaking point now where they recognize that they cannot continue in this way, because it is making them feel uncomfortable and unhappy. But the reason that they do this is because they want to keep you at arm's length. Look at this, Queen of Cups in the reverse to the 4 of Cups. This is someone who is really, really afraid to be vulnerable, to open their heart and to love. And I know you find it difficult to understand, because you are just not like that, right? you have got love in spades, and you know, your heart is open, and you have that beautiful, powerful exchange of love. And what I'm hearing is that a lot of kind of what you're receiving, you know, the behavior that you are experiencing from them, right, of this kind of feeling like you're getting pushed away, or feeling like you're being pulled in and then pushed away, or just like getting mixed messages, whatever it is that they're doing whatever they can to keep you at arm's length, okay? So they enjoy you, they enjoy your company and your body and your energy and what it is that you've got to say and the connection. They feel it, okay? This wouldn't be such a challenge for them if they didn't feel it, if they didn't recognize your beautiful light. But what you may be finding is that, like, the closer you get, like every time you feel like you've made a bit of progress and you get closer to them, they push you away again, and you're just like, what happened? This is why, because they want to keep you at arm's length. They feel your love and they sense your love, but the message that they've got, that they've downloaded, that they've learned from life, maybe from a prior relationship, maybe even all the way back from childhood, is love is unsafe. Love is dangerous, right? So you're just there going, I'm open and honest and authentic and beautiful. Here is my beautiful heart, my beautiful love. But what they hear is, oh my goodness, you know, I'm going to get abandoned. This makes me feel unsafe. This is what I'm seeing here. But look, Wheel of Fortune, change is coming in. There is a turning point here in this connection that is coming up. This is a pivotal moment, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, in this connection and in their life in general. Like, you are in their life for a reason, to help them to wake up to this. And this is what's happening, because they're just like, I can't be this person anymore who is always pushing love away, right? They may not articulate this, they may not recognize this, but this is what's happening spiritually, energetically, and this is a pivotal moment for them, because they are going to have to come face to face with all this inner resistance that they have to connecting to another human being, right? With this 5 of Wands and this 9 of Wands. So I see them, you know, this is positivity here. This is positivity. So this is like, this is a golden opportunity for them meeting you, right? And it's a golden opportunity for them to heal. And I see them being able to overcome their resistance. They're nearly there with this 9 of Wands, okay? They're nearly there with this 9 of Wands energy. There's a lot of emotional turmoil going on with your person in this 5 of Wands. There's this lot of inner resistance. So if there's a lot of back and forth, hot and cold, it's because there's just like, I want to do it. I want to be in this connection, but when I get close to it, I freak out, and it's just like they get in touch with that kind of inner pain from the past, and they have to pull back. But they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they're so close to being able to, like, what I'm hearing is a breakthrough. They're so close to being able to do that. They're making progress as well, as what I'm hearing. But again, it's just this inner turmoil all the time of them kind of wanting you, wanting this connection, wanting to be able to love and to be able to accept the beautiful love that you're offering them, and then not being able to quite let themselves do that. And maybe there's a little bit of self-sabotage there. Moving forward, I see a time with this 4 of Swords. You've given them a lot to think about, right? So it may be that they pull away because they want to kind of process some of these emotions. When it gets too intense, there's a lot of intensity here with this 5 of Wands and this 9 of Wands. They don't want to talk it through with you. That may be unhelpful. They don't want to talk it through with you. They want to process it on their own with this 4 of Swords. So, you know, maybe they ghost you, maybe they pull away. This is their own time to kind of regain their equilibrium. This is what they need to do. They're not going to be the sort of person who reaches out to you, who wants to talk it through and, you know, stay up till midnight kind of talking about things. They don't want to do that. If you push them to do that, it isn't in their nature. It isn't what they want to do. They work stuff out in their own time, on their own, with this 4 of Swords, okay? But they don't want to give up on this yet with this 7 of Pentacles. I see them being able to kind of move forward with this, to kind of, you know, what is it, kind of like learn the lessons, or kind of take the information that they're getting, the experiences, the investment that they've already made in you, right? and move forward with this, because look at this beautiful closing to your reading with the Hierophant here. This is about a higher level commitment. Okay, so I see them being able to commit to themselves more, to commit to this change, this pivotal moment that we've been talking about, and to be able to commit to you, to a high level commitment, to be able to show up for you. This is a very spiritual card as well. Spirit's really calling me to kind of highlight this. This is a spiritual card. You know, it's about like the teacher within, learning those lessons, expanding as a result of it, and then being able to, you know, we have these pillars here on the card as well, this gateway, which I think is really interesting as the closing to your reading as well, being able to go through that gateway into something new, into change. But I see them being able to commit to this, being able to, what I'm hearing is kind of settle down into this after all this turmoil. This is a very solid earth energy, solid sort of energy. It's something to work with, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what we have. Okay, we have, you are my dream come true. I am shocked at your existence. So you are the one that has awakened them to this, right? This is why you're a dream come true, because you're just like, they didn't know that these kind of feelings existed, or that this love, I think maybe they haven't experienced this kind of love before, someone who's been so pure and so authentic before. So, you know, it's something that they dreamed of but didn't dream was possible. We have the card Love Endures. Now this is, excuse me, this is a 43, breaks down to a 7. So that may be significant to you. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. All my decks are linked below. It says, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Okay, so there is a lot of, there's a lot still invested in this connection, right? There's just here, there's so much beautiful, rich imagery on here of kind of hibiscus flowers and conch shells and a woman playing a violin. It's just like all the possibilities of things that you can experience together. So, and just, it's a boat on a stormy sea. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is you can weather the storm. You can weather the storm. I wouldn't recommend putting your life on hold for this person, but I see that this is something that you can get through. And this is so interesting. We have, I have never known a love like this. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of my Oracle decks, the Lumiere Oracle deck, if you are interested. And I don't understand this connection, right? This couldn't be more kind of clear or more succinct, really. I don't understand this connection. So this is kind of what they're coming up against. They're kind of working through this. They don't understand why, you know, that they've got to be different now, that they can't live on the surface, that they can't just kind of mess you around. They've got to show up with something more real, something more authentic. And so this is what they're coming up against, of just like, I don't understand this. And the reason they don't understand it is because they've not experienced it before. And this is it. I have never known a love like this. They've never experienced this before. Someone with an open heart, someone who is genuine, right? Super interesting. We have the card Ascending and the card Vibrations, right? So this is very positive. This ascension, this ascending card, this is their awakening. Okay, so this isn't someone who's kind of stuck in the mire of kind of never being able to learn anything or understand. They are coming into greater understanding. Spirit is helping them to do this. Okay, so I see them kind of waking up to how beautiful this connection is, to waking up to their feelings for you. And then vibrations, again, this is about raising the vibration. This is a message from Spirit for you as well, to kind of, so many people write to me and they're caught up, what do I need to do, what's going on with my person, what's this, what's that. Focus on your own vibration, right? Keeping your vibration high. Don't put all your energy out there onto them. What do I need to do to figure this out? What's going on with them? Strategizing. Focus on yourself. What can you do to make yourself feel a little bit better right now, right? In your life, for you, come home to yourself, raise your vibration like this, and you will find that things work out for you very harmoniously if you can tune into that harmonious vibration. all right? But also this indicates that you are connecting to each other energetically. All the time you are exchanging energy with one another because you are connected, okay? They're picking up on this, which is why it's so important to keep your own vibration high, because in doing so you, you know, by shining your light, you illuminate the way for them, right? That's everything that I have for you in this reading. It's been a really beautiful reading today. Let me know how it resonates in the comments, and if you found it beneficial, give it a like. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the interwebs. If you feel called to, please check out my friend Misha. She reads the Akashic Records. She is very gifted. The Akashic Records are like a Google search for your own soul, so you can get an insight into past connections, into your patterns, into this connection, into who your soulmate is, what your destiny is, your life's purpose, all of this, and you are in control. You get to ask, you know, what is in your records. You get to find out what it is that you want to know, okay? So it's fascinating. All of Misha's details and her discount code are all linked below in the description box under healing services. All right, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful Aura Quartz Point with the beautiful inclusions in it, very mystical and magical. All right, I'll begin with your tarot and I will clarify with your oracle cards later. We'll take a look at the energy surrounding your connection, what your person is thinking and feeling at this time. A beautiful opening to your reading with the 10 of Cups. You get the King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Magician, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and then you get 8 of Swords, Strength, and the Temperance. Okay, so I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, Leo and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. That may resonate with you in your situation. Maybe it's in your chart, maybe it's in the chart of your person that you're thinking about today. So that may resonate with you, but don't worry about it too much if it doesn't. It's just a general reading. I see that, you know, this connection with your person, I feel like you thought it was going okay, like it had a lot of potential. Maybe you felt like you were committed to each other, like this was a kind of real thing that was going on. You brought each other a lot of happiness. You were connected heart to heart. This is definitely a healthy connection. You felt like it had long-term potential with this King of Pentacles energy here. So I just feel like it all started off like really beautifully and you thought it was going really well, but then we've got this 3 of Swords energy. This could represent a heartbreak or a breakup in this connection for whatever reason. Maybe you decided to go separate ways, or kind of it wasn't working, but I'm just sensing there is this huge disappointment here in this connection, maybe with how your person is showing up for you, maybe something they've said to you, their behavior, just kind of, or the way that things have worked out, you know, when it just like, it seemed like the real deal, you know, it felt like the real deal. You felt truly connected to this person. This is genuine feelings, genuine love here. And I feel like your person felt the same way. But there's this like fly in the ointment. Something has come up, which feels insurmountable, which feels like it cannot be overcome. I feel like maybe your person, I'm hearing the word stonewalling, you know, they're kind of not giving you very much insight into kind of what's going on with them. You know, maybe they won't talk it through with you. Maybe they're not giving you anything that kind of makes sense for why it's broken down, or why they're being distant, or whatever it is. But I just sense this huge disappointment with this connection. And look at this, as I'm looking at this on the table, we've got the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then this 3 of Swords in the middle. So this is 2 people who are a perfect match, okay? Not a gender specific reading, but just, you know, the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine represented here energetically. And between them is this. So it's just like, I feel like both parties feel sad or disappointed, or are feeling the kind of fracture of this connection, regardless of kind of how it appears, how it seems. But like, this is a power couple here. This is a healthy connection. with this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This is two people who are matched energetically wherever it is that you're at in your life. You are kind of matched with this person. You are a good couple. You are a good match with one another, right? So, and between you both is this Three of Swords right now. So, I just feel like both parties feel sad. Your person feels sad, you feel sad and disappointed, they feel sad and disappointed. So there's this kind of issue. I see this Three of Swords as like an issue that's coming between you. I feel it in my heart space actually very strongly. Right now your person, you know, you may have frozen them out with this Queen of Swords energy. Maybe you've asserted a boundary and just like, if you're going to be like that, I'm not, you know, I'm not playing, I don't want to be involved in this. There could be that, you know, you could have blocked them with this Queen of Swords energy. You know, maybe they feel like you have pushed them away. As a result of this, there's a little bit of tit for tat going on. You know, you're being like this, so I'm going to be like this, maybe. But I also feel like your person is realizing there's this kind of energy with them that they need to be discerning. This Queen of Swords is often about discernment. They're like, I need to be discerning. I need to kind of choose carefully what I say next, kind of what I do next. And they're really kind of processing this through the mind, not coming from the heart space, but through the mind. They're kind of thinking this through, you know, I don't want to make this worse. I don't want to do any more damage, right? And they want to be able to make this right, whatever has happened, whatever this disappointment is with this Magician card, okay? They want to be able to make this right. There is this energy here that you have. I see a lot of potential here. I see a lot of goodness, like a healthy connection. I feel like this is something that can be overcome with this Magician card, right? So maybe they're calling you back to them with their energy, with this Magician card, but this is really saying, look, you've got all the ingredients that you need to make this work, to make this successful, right? So there's this energy here of them kind of strategizing with this Queen of Swords, and the Magician card are kind of like, kind of what's kind of gone wrong here? What do I need to do to kind of make this work, or kind of to regain their trust, or to kind of get them back on my side, or to kind of get things back to how they used to be, right? There's this mental process, not coming from the heart space. It's a mental process that they want to do this. Right now, there's this great wish with your person, with this Nine of Cups energy. And their great wish is to kind of overcome the confusion that they're experiencing. I feel like this is two people who are both trying to kind of do their best, and you're kind of not meeting in the middle, right? Everybody does the best that they can with the information that they have. So it may be the case that you try and talk things through and then you just end up in more of a muddle, or you end up feeling worse, right? Or you reach out to them and then you just end up feeling worse for whatever reason. So they kind of like, they want to find the solution. They want to kind of find their way through this mire, through this mess of the Six of Cups, of kind of this confusion. The confusion may be to do with their own inner landscape, their own kind of emotions. I feel like part of this may be because they don't know what it is that they want. And I feel like this is a bigger picture. When I'm saying they don't know what it is that they want, they're thinking a lot about the future and the long term. And they're just like, you know, what do I want to do for a living? What do I, you know, how do I want to show up to life? Where do I want to live? What is my lifestyle going to be? And they're kind of, you know, their friends are saying one thing and their family's saying one thing, and then they're seeing something on Instagram and they can't settle to anything. Or maybe I want to be this, maybe I want to be that, maybe I want this lifestyle, maybe I want to be a millionaire, maybe I want to live simply, right? I don't know. Sometimes when I do these things, I just kind of give examples of kind of how this can be represented. So it could be the case that they're thinking of maybe doing this job, or maybe working in this city, or whatever it is. There's something to do with this, which is in the mix of this connection, is kind of in their mind. But they want to overcome this and be successful in this connection with this Six of Wands. I feel like maybe your person, it's quite important to them what other people think about their relationship. You know, maybe they really kind of worry about what their parents think, or they worry about what their friends think about it, rather than just kind of being authentic and just going, this is the person that I connect with. There's something about this where they worry about kind of what other people would say about it, right? So there's that energy here. There's a lot here about kind of overcoming self-doubt as well. Like there's a lack of confidence. The Six of Wands is about confidence, and then we've got the Strength, which is about confidence. But in between these, we've got this Eight of Swords energy. This is their limiting beliefs, their fears. You know, this woman is here, she's got her blindfold on. And she can't see the wood for the trees. She can't see the way out of it. But with this, these are both cards about confidence. So I feel like your person may put on a bit of a front where they act much more confident or self-assured, or like they've got all their shiz together than they really have. And yet underneath it, they feel like they're a mess with the Seven of Cups, right? They feel like they're a mess. So maybe they're kind of used to having their routine and looking like they've got it all going on and looking like they're all kind of together. And like maybe they're successful, or maybe they're good looking, or whatever it is. And they, or you know, maybe they come from money, or they just kind of seem quite sorted is what I'm getting. But underneath it, there is a lot of self-doubt about like, am I good enough? Am I attractive enough? Am I worthy for love? Right? Am I worthy to experience genuine love? And this is what's under the surface here, is what I'm seeing. This kind of with the Six of Wands to the Eight of Swords like this, it's just like there's this doubt about their own worthiness to be loved. It feels quite emotional. So there is this energy of like their own worthiness, their own confidence, but I see them being able to overcome this. You know, this Strength card is a card of love. It's the card of the sacred heart. It's the card of authenticity, right? This is a card of like, it's interesting because we've got Temperance, but this card is like about tempering your inner beast, your inner demons, being able to kind of, you know, get in touch with those fears, which are natural, which are part of the kind of human condition. You know, really kind of get in touch with those and overcome them. You know, this is about overcoming your fears. You know, overcoming their fear of not being good enough, overcoming their fear of not being worthy of this love, overcoming this fear of kind of being wrong or doing wrong, right? So that's a kind of overcoming fear. And then the Temperance is about, you know, harmony. And you know, creating harmony in this relationship. So I see, and it's a beautiful closing card to your reading as well, of like, I see your person being able to overcome these self-doubts. There's a lot here about self-doubt, right? With this Seven of Cups to the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords. This is all about self-doubt, but this Strength really says, yes, they can be strong and overcome these self-doubts. And I just feel like this is like a strong connection for the long term with this Temperance. This Temperance is about like the slow burn. It's about the long term, about creating a vision for the future, about creating something for the long term. This feels very real, very authentic, very stable, right? Very genuine is what I'm hearing. So I see you being able to both face your fears together and be able to overcome those, and to be able to create a lot more harmony in the future. Okay, so I see whatever's happening between you, I see this is something that you can overcome, and I see you being able to get into an energy which is much more harmonious. So you might want to kind of journal around that or meditate about that, rather than thinking about kind of what's wrong or what's gone wrong or what's going on with them, trying to figure them out. Just like focusing on harmony, heart-to-heart connection, and focus on creating a beautiful energetic harmony between you both. This is what I see you going into. A much more harmonious time, listening to one another, this opportunity to listen to one another, speak authentically, speak from the heart, and to create greater understanding. Both these cards, the Strength and the Temperance, strong cards of listening to the heart, listening to each other's hearts, and creating deeper understanding between you both. I think it's like, it's very strong, you know, but it's a strong connection for the future, for the long term. Cannot be rushed, right? The Temperance is divine timing, cannot be rushed. You can't put pressure on it, you can't put pressure on your person, you can't like be like, come on universe. All you can do is do your inner work and then just see how it unfolds for you. So this is interesting. You have the card settling here. So there is a fear within them of kind of settling, not with you, but in life, okay? Maybe there's something here, they're just like, oh, I don't want to be like my parents or my grandparents or my brother or something like this, who've just, they look at other people and they think that they've just settled for a comfortable life as opposed to an authentic life. This is one of their fears that's coming up, which is in the mix of your connection. Okay, we have the card solitude. So it may be that you are in no contact right now. It may be that you need a little bit of space. I sense that your person needs a little bit of space to kind of figure things out. And I think that is worth honouring. Okay, you don't need to be afraid when, you know, if somebody needs a little bit of space to kind of figure things out. This is someone who's like very contemplative, right? This is interesting. Don't think I don't care about you, because I really do. This is from the White Rose Guidance Oracle deck. Super interesting. So it may be the case, you know, I'm getting that with the Six of Wands energy, that there is this kind of bravado here of kind of, or this energy of just like, I'm just cool, everything's all okay with me all the time. They don't give a lot away. Like, they just show up to the world as this person, and it can be a bit of a persona and not who it is that I don't think they're used to kind of letting people in, or even kind of connecting to their other emotions, right? So it may look like they don't care, but they do. Right? This is interesting as well. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things that life has to offer. A beautiful message for you. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, but also about your person. This is a card number 8 that may be significant to you in your connection. Love who you are. You know, we were saying that underneath it all, there is this doubt that who they are isn't good enough, that they're not good enough for you, that they're not worthy of love. Right? So this is what needs to happen. They need to kind of learn self-love, which is part of our journey, isn't it? As human beings. And this is interesting as well. So we have the card, I am a coward. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of the Lumiere Oracle decks. If you want to check those out, they are linked in the description box. Coward might be a little bit too strong, but it ties in very strongly with this strength energy of kind of them needing to connect to their inner strength of kind of being stronger. And it may be the case that they have shied away from sharing some of their authenticity, some of their genuine feelings, for fear of being too vulnerable. All right. And then we have my heart belongs to you. Here you go. Also from the Seasons of the Soul deck. A beautiful message from your person, my heart belongs to you. So this is them just saying to you, look, regardless of what's happened, or the distance between us, or the space between us, you know, you are my person. You are my person. Like, doesn't matter who else is in the mix or what else happens, you are connected heart to heart. And, you know, you have forged that bond between you. And I do see authentic love here, and long-term potential and harmony between you both. Both these cards represent harmony. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. As always, do give it a like if you got value out of this. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the interwebs. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful books, Attract Soulmate Love and Feminine Frequency. I have written those books from the heart. It's all about calling that special person into your life using feminine energy, or coming into right alignment with them, okay? So it's all, feminine energy is all about the energy of receiving. So you don't need to look for love, you don't need to chase love, you don't need to earn love, you just become magnetic to love. You just stand still and the love that you want or the person that you want comes to you. All right, you can find out loads more about those books and everything that I have to offer on my website, lumieretarot.com. It is all linked down below in the description box. But have an amazing week and sending you lots of love and light, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care, bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 3. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful turquoise crystal with this amazing patination. I really want to get some new crystals for my collection, but as I'm filming this, I'm still in lockdown. I like to choose them like personally so I can sense the energies and really kind of see them. I have got some from Etsy before, which is good. It's good on Etsy, but yeah, I'd rather pick them, you know, if I'm going to spend my money, I'd rather kind of choose them personally. Anyway, let's take a look at the energy surrounding your connection with your person. See what messages we have around this situation, what your person is thinking and feeling today. All right, I'll begin with your tarot. I'll clarify with your oracle cards later on. Page of Pentacles to open your reading. 7 of Cups, Page of Cups, 4 of Wands, Death, 6 of Cups. Sorry, I'm getting messages as I'm showing you the cards. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands, and then you get 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Right? Okay. So I see Leo's energy represented here, Gemini's energy, Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces energy as well. That may resonate with you in your situation. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, okay? Remember, it's just a general reading. You take what resonates and leave the rest. What resonates for you is, you know, the messages that Spirit wants to give you today, all right? These 2 pages in this 7 of Cups is interesting. You have really piqued their curiosity. I just see someone who is kind of very enthusiastic, who's very enthusiastic about you, your connection. They really light up when they're around you. They think you're great. No doubt about it. They're attracted to you. They have feelings for you. They think that you're amazing. There's a lot of curiosity here. They're just like, what's going on with you? What are these feelings that I'm experiencing? What is this all about? You know, what is this relationship all about? What is this connection all about? Like, what are you all about, this person? You know, they're thinking about you and just being like, what are they all about? What makes them tick? What's going on with them? What are they thinking right now? All of this. So their curiosity has been piqued with this energy. They've got like so many questions with the 7 of Cups energy. This person with these 2 pages may be younger than you, right? Or it's definitely the case that they're a much younger soul. There's this energy here that I'm seeing with these 3 cards of immaturity, right, in the soul. Okay, so I just feel like you have lived many, many more lifetimes than they have. You have gathered so much more like spiritual lessons, spiritual awakening, spiritual understanding than they have. They are very much at the beginning of their journey. So if you're just like, you know, why aren't you feeling this? Why aren't you getting this? Why isn't this kind of happening? They're just like really, really far behind you. You're just kind of, you're on the same journey, right? But they are like way behind you on the path of experience. And it could just be in this lifetime. Perhaps they haven't had a serious relationship before and you have, right? Something like this. But I sense that you are a much older soul, that you've got more weight, more gravitas within your soul's experience than this person has. I feel like they're quite happy-go-lucky. They don't worry about things too much. They don't take things too seriously. I feel like their feelings with this Page of Cups have really kind of taken them by surprise, like how they feel for you. They're just like, and kind of how interested they are. You know, I think that's like a sign actually of when you kind of realize that you are falling for somebody or that you're in love with somebody, that you find them very interesting. You're just like, you know, where do they work? You know, how do they decorate their house? What do they like to do? You know, well, you know, it's like this piques their interest. You've got this interest, like you want to know all about their family and their experiences and where they've traveled. You kind of want to know about them. When you're not interested in them, you don't want to know about them in this way. So But I feel like their spiritual curiosity has been piqued by you as well. There's something more going on than just surface level, than just mental, that's kind of spiritual, where their spirit is just like, you know, I need to know more about this person. I need to connect with this person. I need to know what's going on here, right? But there is this energy of them just kind of being quite happy-go-lucky, or kind of like living on the surface of things, but not in that kind of jaded, shallow sort of way. It's just like they don't know that there are deeper levels. It's just like the level of their own spiritual understanding, their own spiritual awakening. They don't understand that there are other bandwidths, frequencies of energy, right, that they could be connecting to, because they haven't experienced them before now. They will experience them, but they haven't experienced it before. But I sense really strongly that their feelings for you have taken them by surprise. They're just like, I haven't felt anything like this before. I haven't been this interested in anyone before. And, you know, you make them feel quite excited about things. I feel like they see that, like, life, like the cup is half full as well. Like, it takes a lot to kind of really bring them down. We've got this beautiful Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. Death, Scorpio's energy here. And then the Six of Cups. Very interesting. This is a soulmate connection, could be a twin flame connection if you resonate with that label, but definitely a soulmate. Again, this energy of kind of one of you being younger, or the younger soul, of kind of one of you kind of giving a gift to the other. It may be that your person gives you a physical gift, or wants to give you that gift, or it could just be that one of you, or like you kind of giving gifts to one another in terms of like the experiences that you share, or the kind of insights. I was going to say lessons, but it sounds like a little bit fierce, but it's just like the insights that you give one another to life, to new experiences, to new ways of perceiving things, right? So this 1111 represents like a gateway, this Four of Wands, that they're going through. As a result of meeting you, they're going through this gateway of change to this Death card, okay? As a result of this connection, as a result of meeting you, they are changing. You're changing the trajectory of their life, the direction that they're going in, the way that they see the world, okay? And like we were talking about with the Six of Cups, they're learning to connect at a deeper level. I'm getting this beautiful sense. This feels very light, the energy in this. It feels very light, not heavy and draining. It feels very light, like I would kind of want to giggle. Maybe you like to giggle a lot together with one another, or you make each other laugh when you're together. You know that there's been some good time shared between you both, like a little spark. I feel like you really have known each other for many lifetimes with this Six of Cups energy. I sense, what I'm hearing from Spirit is there's a familiarity. So, you know, maybe when you met one another, there was instant recognition, or you felt like you'd known them for ages, or you just like really felt like you could be yourself with them, or they felt like they could really be themselves with you. You didn't feel like, oh, I've got to put on a front, or I've got to impress them, or I've got to put my best foot forward, or I better show them the best version of myself. You were just like completely your authentic self right from the get-go, right from the start, because you just felt like completely safe in their company, and they definitely feel that way about you as well. So I see a change in this connection. It's a positive change. There's like a transformation here, but as a result of you meeting each other, there's this gateway of change in your lives. These are your person's fears that we're looking at. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and then the Five of Wands that I'm seeing here. So a lot of feminine energy here. You know, the feminine energy is the energy of receiving. This Queen of Cups can represent this sort of shadow feminine, right? The shadow feminine is kind of, it can be like slightly not respecting, taking advantage, something like this is represented here. I feel like there's this, where do I want to go? How do I want to say this? I'm getting a lot of messages all at once. Queen of Swords, it's like the pull. This is what I'm seeing between the head and the heart, right? With this Queen of Swords, this is all about logic. This is all about using their mind. And then the Queen of Cups is all about their heart. Okay, so there's this need within them to kind of be more decisive, to be more discerning, to kind of to level up, is what I'm hearing with this Queen of Swords, you know, to take things a little bit more seriously than they do in their life, and to connect to their heart space with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, because perhaps, you know, we were talking about them being surface level, but the block, the challenge here is for them to connect to their heart space and to reach into this deeper frequency. The reason that they haven't is because they haven't experienced it before. You have. It is second nature to you. To connect to somebody else at that level. It's kind of just who you are. It's your MO. It's kind of how you do things, right? You've got that beautiful, loving, open heart space. And it's difficult, I think, for you to imagine being that way, where you cannot connect to those energies. But this is where they are at with this. So this challenge here is then their need for them to kind of level up, to take it a little bit more seriously. But there's this inner conflict with this Five of Wands, right? There's chaos within them. You know, I see that with the Seven of Cups earlier in the reading. I see this with the Five of Wands. There is this kind of chaotic energy about them where they cannot settle to anything in life, to a relationship, to what it is that they want, to what direction, to making a decision, right? And within their own energy field, they are quite, you know, they're not very settled. Again, that speaks of a kind of youthful energy or a young soul. Okay, so this is the challenge, the kind of issue that they need to overcome, this need to level up, this need to make a decision about what it is that they want in the heart, this energy of needing to connect to those deeper levels. And there is a block to that at the moment with this Five of Wands energy. Now, looking at this Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and then the Six of Wands, I see, like, the issue here, I feel, is that they are hurting you, right? They're causing you to feel rejected or disappointment, or, you know, like your needs aren't being met, or frustrated. I think actually with this Five of Wands, this is quite frustrating for them sometimes, because they're aware that there's more going on than meets the eye, and that they're not able to connect with it, but they're kind of on the precipice of being able to kind of get into those deeper levels, into kind of changing with this Death card energy, you know, changing in themselves. But they're not quite there yet, and it's causing like a little bit of friction within themselves. But, you know, and they can't see this. They can't see a way out of this with this Eight of Swords energy. But I see this person is a little bit selfish, and it's not because they're a bad person or because they mean to be, right? It's like they're a little bit caught up in their own energy, and are a little bit self-centered or a little bit self-absorbed, right? This all sounds like a little bit fierce and a little bit negative, and it isn't my intention to like throw shade on them in any way, but what I'm picking up from this energy is just like they're just used to thinking about themselves. Maybe they haven't had to think about other people because they haven't had a lot of responsibility, or they haven't had children, or nobody's asked them to level up, or they're the baby of the family, or they haven't had to look after younger siblings. But there's this energy of just, or maybe they've just chosen to be like this, where they think about themselves and their own needs. So, but again, it's not because they're like bitter or mean or anything. It just doesn't occur to them. So it's like they're hurting you, but they don't mean to, and they don't realize that they're doing it. They don't realize that this is what they're doing through their actions. It's like they're doing what they want to do with the Seven of Swords to the Six of Wands. Okay, they're looking out for themselves. They're sorting out, you know, what it is that they want to do, or what feels good to them in the moment. I feel like this person doesn't think a lot about the future. They're very much like in the present moment, whereas you may be more considerate. You may think more about the future because you have more of this gravitas, because you have a greater sense of your own self, which this person has yet to evolve into. Okay, but absolutely no shade. This is just like, there isn't a bad bone in their body. If they hurt somebody else, they have no idea, or if they've hurt you, that they're doing it. I want to get some cards from the bottom of the deck to clarify what it is. So we've got 10 of Wands, Spirit saying get 5, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Star. This is going to be a long reading. Hope you've got a cup of tea. So 10 of Wands to the Ace of Swords, this is just them saying they're going to get to a point, like a breaking point, where the way that they're being is too much for them, and they are going to have this realization. They're going to be able to cut through this and speak their truth to you, okay? And make a decision. Both these cards are about making a decision, Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. A decision is going to be made because kind of the weight of this situation or their own feelings is going to get too much for them, and this is going to create a lot of healing. 3 of Cups and the Star. This is so beautiful. Aquarius energy represented here. So nice to see some happiness as a result of this. I feel like, you know, like I was saying, they're a happy-go-lucky sort of person. They're making a decision. The decision is going to create a lot of happiness between you both, right? And healing. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. I feel like part of the problems may have been because you were rushing. Maybe you got swept up in it all. Maybe you kind of went with their energy. Their nature is to rush and to push and to kind of sweep through. But Spirit is really saying just slow down, allow things to unfold naturally. And that may be your role in this connection, is just to kind of say, okay, I'm not going to get caught up in your tempo. I am going to set the tempo and I am going to slow things down. You have ignited a fire within me. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is the deck from the Lumiere collection. Very beautiful. So you have ignited this kind of Ace of Wands, this passion within them, you know, this spark of attraction, of interest, of kind of wanting to be with you in that way. So very passionate. We have balancing the scales and the card summer. So the summertime may be significant to you. Maybe you met in the summer. Otherwise, I feel like the summertime will create a lot of positive change for you. You know, it'll be a very beautiful time for you in this connection. Balancing the scales, Libra's energy here. This is very pertinent. I think this is important, that balance is going to come into this connection. So if things have really felt like they're up in the air, that things have been unbalanced, that you've been putting more energy into it than they have, or that there's, you know, no solid ground, I see things really balancing out. This is interesting. You are healing my soul, but it is a work in progress. Okay, so this just indicates the kind of, like we were talking about earlier, not the lessons, but just those insights that you give to one another and that you give to your person that is sparking healing within them. Okay, but this isn't like, you know, this is a life's work. This is something you know, that isn't going to happen in instant illumination, but it will happen. And we are in new territory, again from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck. This is so nice because this is just like, this is new territory for your person in this situation. This is exactly what I'm saying, you know, why they're so interested in this, why this has piqued their interest, because they haven't experienced this before. And this is what I see here with this 4 of Wands to the Death. It's like, this is their comfort zone. This is where they've been at. This is where they've kind of been resonating with, right? And the Death, this is like come to change them, to create a change within them. So you are like in new territory with this. And this also indicates positive changes here that we were talking about, you know, to do with this healing energy and the Star. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It's been super interesting reading. Let me know how it resonates and do give it a like, because it's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the interwebs. If you feel called to, please check out my new e-course, Manifest a Specific Person. It is a super comprehensive course with 8 hours of video training with me if you are looking to come into alignment and call that special person into your life so that you can come into union and create harmony together. I've been getting great feedback from our community about the course, so check that out if you want to find out more. There's loads more about that and everything that I have to offer over on my website, lumieretarot.com, and you can also find me on Instagram, Lumiere_mystic, if you want some more free readings. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and light in your situation, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye.